from the North Shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Joe Wiggins is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Standing in, Gene Segura, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A little chilly, but not unbearable tonight. 55 degrees here at first pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. Barner fields it cleanly, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. He's already hit over 30 home runs this season. He could quit right now, and it would be considered a good year. But as he continues to play this season out, I'm looking to see what the end result could be.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. Hamilton stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping up now, Nolan Arenado. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love him.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Johnny Cueto will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
At the plate, Ryan Tan. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In there, and it's 0-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
skied into straightaway right. Morgan over to his left. 2 gone.
Batting third, right fielder, Manuel Rosales.
Digging in the switch hitter, Manuel Rosales. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Cueto into his motion. Here's the 1-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. Still no score. In now for the Reds, Jay Bruce will start things off here for Cincinnati, with Joey Votto to follow next. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. The 1-0. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Stepping into the box, Joe Morgan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Maxwell Encarnacion. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Maxwell Encarnacion.
First offering on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bruce on the run. 1 out.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Hot shot to third. And that's the second out.
Batting center, the shortstop, James Ramirez.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Dave Ramirez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Cueto's ready. Here's the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Ball 2-0. Now the 2-0. Fly ball right down the line and left. Throws, sprinting after it around first, digging for 2, and that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Cloutier, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set. Here it comes. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to the Pirates catcher.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
In now, Gary Bonner, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. Ramirez on second. Cloutier on at first with 2 down. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. And no chance Nathan. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat, so Congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Stepping in now, Joe Wiggins. And Cueto starts him out with strike one.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Pirates get just the one, and that's all. We'll go now to the top of the third. Pirates lead it 1-0. So stepping in, Pete Rose. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Wind-up and the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Into the wind-up. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Into the box now, Johnny Hollins. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. So here's the Reds pitcher, Johnny Cueto. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
0-1.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
One of the keys to good pitching is attacking early in the count. That's 2 pitches, 2 swings, and an 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes right after him and tries to bury him here on the 3rd pitch.
Ground ball right side. It's flagged down deep in the hole. And he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw from short right, and that ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Pittsburgh leads this one 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ryan Tan. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Ryan Tan.
First pitch on its way. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. Runs up and gets this one down. Arenado scoops it up. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Domingo Santana. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
lifted into the air out towards center field. Hamilton is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The right fielder, number 2, Manuel Rosales.
Striding in once again, Manuel Rosales. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, but they're up 1-0. Gene Segura standing in. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Ned. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
One and one to the Reds leadoff man. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Clement has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Ready for another chance. Billy Hamilton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses inside. 1-0. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Count is 1-2 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Full count, 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Santana facing back, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him, and with it, the Reds have tied the ball game at 1.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
The batter, number 20.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Here's Nolan Arenado. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. The bouncer to the left side. And that's through for a hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball and not trying to do too much.
From the stretch, a high fastball is in there.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And he's back in standing. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. 3-1. Taken, strike two. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
In is Joey Votto now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Behind 0-2 now.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Looking to minimize the damage here. Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Reds are able to square things up on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. All even now at 1-1. Digging in to try it again. Maxwell Encarnacion comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Bruce has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Rod Clement.
Up next for the Buccos, Rod Clement. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now here's the pitch. On the ground to the right side. To his left, Morgan. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home court.
Now batting, shortstop, James Ramirez.
So coming to the plate, Dave Ramirez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And another foul ball.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger. bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Pirates. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. Ready now for Cincinnati. Pete Rose. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Hit hard, but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Pete Rose goes down for the first out in the 5th inning.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Johnny Collins. And he lays off there, 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy, working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it more skill and finesse.
The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Johnny Cueto. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Bonner will put this one away, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Standing in, Justin Cloutier, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. What a play!
Up next for Pittsburgh, third baseman, Gary Bonner.
Now at the plate, Gary Bonner. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rose moves over, 2 down.
Now batting, pitcher, Joe.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Joe Wiggins. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Gene Segura standing in. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. The 0-1. Seared down the first baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
The batter, number 20, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Last time through was a base hit. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Now here it comes. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Score remains deadlocked at 1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brian Tan. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Brian Tan.
In there, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Digging in to try it again, Domingo Santana. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider's still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Stepping in now, Manuel Rosales. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Not close. It's 2-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Striding in once again, Maxwell Encarnacion. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
That's in there, base hit. Hand rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Ready for another shot now. Dave Ramirez, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. And they're able to get the force at home for a big out number 2. And I think if this squeeze is of the suicide variety, that run scores easily. But instead, they tried the safety squeeze there, and it didn't work out as they had hoped. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Cloutier. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Cueto pauses, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely at the moment.
Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. 7th inning coming up. Bucks out in front, 2-1. back here in Pittsburgh. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Here's Jay Bruce now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
3-1. Joey Votto will be next. The 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? One there in the dirt. And oh, he can't quite dig it out. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Runner's going, and he fouls this one off. Votto stands at first with 1 out. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Runner going a second time. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Bonner is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Pete Rose.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Pete Rose. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. First offering on its way. A little bouncer. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. One and one.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. It's the Pirates 2 and the Reds 1. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Gary Bonner. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Bonner.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. Now the 1-0. Check swing grounder to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
I'm no hitting coach, but I know they always preach, if you're going to swing, swing! Second guessed himself on that one.
Ready for another chance, Joe Wiggins. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game. One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Behind 0-2 now. Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Another full count pitch on its way. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The 3-2 one more time. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brian Tan. Christian Brummett will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Wiggins, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Runner goes for second. Back up the middle. Segura has it. The tag, and he is out. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Pirates lead it 2-1. Christian Brummett will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field,
Marty Hassan will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Popped high in the air. Wiggins has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. And as you can see by the line score, 2 very well-pitched ball games to this point in the 8th. 2-1 our score as both starters have pitched well enough to win this one. Rodrigo Becerra will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Cincinnati.
Misses inside with that one. Ball one.
As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, Hero, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. Two different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? Two different ways. The power guy was on top of his game. Not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
And there are two away now. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. Gene Segura standing in. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. And he'll step off and try again. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Bouncer up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the shot is retired. Reds are down in order. They're down 2-1. Marty Passan will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 3.
Joey Ramos is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Joey Ramos.
Digging in once again, Domingo Santana, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Domingo Santana.
Christopher Wiggins is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance.
Wiggins.
Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. Digging in the switch hitter, Manuel Rosales. Roberto Clemente will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Bruce to the track. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Digging in and looking for more, Maxwell Encarnacion. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Tyler Wiggins will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only one away. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Clemente stands at third with one gone in the inning. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. In to score the runner from third, and that moves the lead to 2 here in the 8th.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer is not gonna do too much damage.
Randy Wiggins will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Pitch out, nothing doing. Runner at first here, one man out. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Now the 2-0. There he goes. Pitch inside the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. One out and a runner on second base. And he lays off. Ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Ready once again, Dave Ramirez. Curtis Wiggins will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. He comes in 1 tick shy of 300 at 299 with 19 homers and 68 runs batted in. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
One, here it is. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. First and second now, one man out. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Justin Cloutier will be next. Now the 3-and won't have an opportunity to throw either man out. It's ball 4, and the bases are suddenly loaded now with only one away.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Up next for the Buccos, Justin Cloutier. Edward Arnold will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. I'm set with the 0-1. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. This could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Bart Wiggins will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. And the fastball just a bit high. And he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Wiggins at third. Wiggins over at second. Wiggins at first. 2 out in the inning. Ball and 2 strikes now.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Sliced hard but foul. Starting to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. 9th inning coming up. Pirates on top, 3-1. A beautiful nighttime shot there of downtown Pittsburgh as we're ready for what remains of this one from PNC Park. Christopher Wiggins will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Roberto Clemente will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Tyler Wiggins is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Randy Wiggins will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Curtis Wiggins will stay in the ballgame as a new shortstop. Edward Arnold will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Bart Wiggins will stay in the ballgame as he'll take over at first base. Nate Jones comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Billy Hamilton will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Center fielder number 6, Billy Hamilton.
First pitch on its way. Just got a piece to the right side. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
You know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. He's set, and the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Nobody out, runner on first. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Brummett. He's got it one away. Here's Jay Bruce now. A couple of walks for him thus far. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 home. Hard hit ball to second. Played on the backhand. On the first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here. Ready now, Joey Votto, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
2 balls and a strike to count. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. They're ready to raise the Jolly Roger. 38,000 plus on their feet at PNC. He strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of a home crowd. It seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Pittsburgh Pirates win for the 115th time to set the pace in the division. Joe Wiggins wins for a league best 28th time as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Johnny Cueto pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Nate Jones wraps it up for the save, his 5th for the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to the Show Nation.
Our final life score tonight was the victorious Pirates. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Reds, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at PNC Park, 38,365. The Pirates thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Pittsburgh Pirates pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 3-1. Entering the day's action, the Pirates are in first place in the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Reds are second in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Ozzie Smith had a home run and 3 RBIs as the Cardinals beat their rival Cubs 4-3. At the start of the day, the Cubs are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Cardinals are third in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Milwaukee Brewers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 3-2. In the standings, the Orioles sit in third place in the American League East Division. They trail by 8.5 games. And the Brewers sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Marlins put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 9-4. As of right now, the Marlins sit in second place in the National League East Division, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race. And the Giants sit in fourth place in the National League West, 4.5 games back. The Nationals held their opponent to just 2 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 2-0. Entering the day's action, the Nationals are atop the National League East Division. They own a 2.5 game advantage. And the Phillies are at the bottom of the division, 17 games out of first. The New York Mets only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Braves 6-0. Heading into the day, the Mets sit in third place in the National League East Division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. And the Braves are fourth in the division. They're 7 games back. The Arizona Diamondbacks racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 11-9.